And welcome, hello everybody, and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name's Brian. If you happen to be new around here, I don't know why my UI isn't loading, but we're just gonna run with it. Today we're gonna be diving back into Monster Hunter. This is my first Monster Hunter game, and I really appreciate you guys all taking the time to check this video out, whether it's live or as a part of the archive. If you are watching this as a VOD, sound off in the comments with VOD Squad, as it's a great way of showing support for the content as well. Be sure to like, sub, and I'm really excited to continue this journey with you guys. So if you want to jump in the Discord, like you hear the sound kind of popping off a little bit, you guys can always come in and hang out in voice chat, and we just run this like a normal, just hanging out with the friends, talking about video games kind of show. The link for Discord, as well as for the podcast, everything is all set up through Linktree, and that is in the description. That is also as a part of the pinned comment. I hope you guys consider checking it out. And also thank you guys so much for the over 55,000 downloads of the Crystal Core Radio podcast. I'm hoping that Epic Loot Radio, my other podcast, continue to grow from there. Now, I'm going to see if I can't refresh the screen here. Let's see here. Event bar. And refresh browser when it becomes active. Let's see if that, there it goes. Okay, there we go, and let's see, cams, let me go fix that real quick. Cams, yep, there we go. Sources, and I'm gonna say refresh. There it is, there we go. All right, UI set up and ready to go. All right, welcome in, Discord crew. How are y'all doing this fine and wonderful day?
Doing well, yourself?
Dude, I'm doing great. Typically we do this as a From Friday, but after playing this the other day, I was like, man, I'm just itching to jump back in. And so we pushed the instead of doing this as a lunch and loot, I decided to take a delayed lunch today, so hopefully we could stream a little bit longer. What's up, Sonya Blue? Hello. I always love seeing you in the comments, Sonya. I hope you're doing well, and Happy New Year to you. I also did set up an online session, so if anybody does want to team up, let me know. I'm not too keen on how all that works, but we did an arena battle last time, so I'd like to be able to work on this MSQ and quest stuff. Let's see here. Speaking of which, quest info isn't up yet. Let's see here, guild card. Okay, I don't know what. Bryn. Quest completed. Low rank.
So you can like stylize it too.
Neat.
Like you can change your portrait and you can change the background too.
Oh, receive. Are these friend IDs?
Possibly.
It's like the people that are in your lobby can send their guild card to you, and you can set up to automatically send yours back to them.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like a way to acknowledge the people you played with, or
auto accept. Yes. Replying, auto reply. Sweet. All right, configured. Sweet Action Jackson. What's up, Darish? How you doing over there? So what's interesting, Darish says, everyone's coming back to World, question mark? Did they start adding to new stuff to World again? And the answer is no, but I think everybody's interested in Monster Hunter Wilds, which was announced, and then all of a sudden it's just continuing to go up and up and up. And I think the Steam sale helped out a lot. I know that's what worked on me, because when you say, hey, you want to play this game for $8? I've already gotten $8 worth of joy out of this game. And so now I'm going to see if I can't maximize that fun. So yeah, it's an interesting thing, because this rarely happens in games that aren't set up as live service games, which continues as actually, I think it's a very healthy thing to hopefully communicate out to publishers to say that not every game needs to be a live service game. Just make a really damn good game.
Yeah, definitely. And that's something that is not too common these days.
not too common. Okay, I don't have any new quests, so
I think your camera is coming up the quest list or something. I don't know.
Say, oh, accept the assignment. Speak to the commander and speak to the handler. Okay, so I need to go talk to my handler. and I believe they're in the canteen, right?
The commander's down on the bottom there.
I've talked to
road.
him. I've got the check mark.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking of my handler.
Yeah,
There's-
she's the canteen.
You should be able to sprint, by the way, too. So,
not the canteen.
Canteen was up those stairs.
Okay.
You were heading the
Sweet.
right way. Or you can also take that lift. It's a little quicker.
I tried the demo of Rising, and I struggled with it, but it was also in Switch, so I don't know if that was part of it, but there we go.
Rise starts off kind of slow too. You fight these little kind of small monsters, and it feels kind of clunky. I feel like World gets a little bit better start, and it's a much more fully fleshed out experience, in my opinion. Especially if you're new to the franchise.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like somebody's like, "Is this your first hunting game?" And I was like, "Yes." And it's interesting because the RPG player in me, like, feels a little weird that like I don't get experience and level up like in a traditional kind of way. But then I think it's all driven off the gear. That's where the progression's coming from.
Exactly. There is upgrading your base as well, though. There's a lot of, like, the canteen has a bunch of ingredients you can unlock through quests and other things, and then, like, when you get a little bit later on, there'll be ways to basically get materials without actually having to farm them yourself.
Oh, nice.
And that's that's kind of what I consider leveling up in Monster Hunter, is kind of upgrading my camp.
I like this cutscene so much. It's got so much character, just like
oh yeah.
as a part of the game. Like there's, you know. Oh. All right. I have got my departure window open, so can people join in progress?
If they're in your lobby, they can join in progress. If they're not, then they can only join with the flare.
Okay. Interesting.
I
All right.
kind
Well,
of think on a first playthrough, it's kind of good sometimes to like kind of learn.
go solo. Yeah.
Go solo, I think. And then once you get into grinding and stuff, it's nice to get the multiplayer going on. Just so you're not like relying on other people who know the
Yeah.
weapons better and all that.
Yeah.
I did spend some time offline, not streaming, doing the like the tutorial, the training grounds for the weapon. So
Yeah.
that was that helped me, I think, out. I only did this one weapon that I was using, but it was pretty cool.
Partner.
It'd be worth looking at. Like Ruriken makes really awesome
Yeah.
weapon guides.
Ruri is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I love that dude. All right, so hunt the Pookie Pookie.
That's it.
Toxic mucus. All right. Oh. Toxic mucus. Oh, Dirt Road. Welcome back into the world, man. He jumped in. I said, was it a week ago? A week? Yeah, there you go. It's been interesting seeing the Steam numbers go up and up and up. That's just fun. Does anybody have an idea when Wilds is planning on releasing?
2025 is all.
Oh,
it
okay.
says. Whole year
So,
out.
return to world for 2024, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figure I can play World now, and then probably get through Rise 2 before the next one comes out. Keep me busy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
They're massive games too. Like it's for $10.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the few games I feel like is 100% worth the new game. I usually wait for things to go on discounts, but this
I call
game has so much.
game prices at $70 just a hype tax.
Yeah, well,
like-
but this game is, I think, there's one of the few games that would have been worth it at that price. You know.
Yeah.
As someone who did buy it at that price, I would agree. It's definitely worth it.
No month in 2025 though. Well, I think essentially, I mean, heck, 2025. They dropped this like in February. Like, I wonder if you end up having another like Elden Ring style insanity, streaming, month. All right, let's see. So am I going about this the kind of the right way? Like I run around just kind of looking for clues.
You have to look for evidence, and you have to collect the evidence.
Yeah.
In order to get your tracking up.
Usually, when you find tracks, a lot of the times you can keep finding tracks if you go in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you found some earlier on and then you're not finding any now might have meant you went the wrong way. But there's no real wrong way to play. You know what I mean? You can. It's good to get familiar with this area because you'll be coming back here to kill lots of monsters and to know the nooks and crannies and stuff. So
see how everything
it's not
connects.
a bad thing to explore a little bit.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like, oh, Brian, you need to, look at this thing icon on your mini map or pull up your map and go here. That's Bone Pile.
Yeah, most of the resources are there. If you look in the bottom left corner, that shows the status of whatever monsters are on the map. And right now, you don't know what monster it is because it shows a question mark.
Okay.
But once you continue finding tracks and other things, then that'll grow, and the higher it grows, the better the tracking becomes until you can actually see where the monster is on the map.
Freaking cool. I'm just kind of collecting everything else. I'll fight this guy. Alright, bummer. Hoping I can jump on them.
There's a point where you can ride them. As like
Oh, really?
As like a
that's cool.
The lizard dudes, you can ride them. I think at some point.
Oh, iron.
There's a whole bunch of like little side things that mostly advance through expeditions where you can, you have your cat Palico, and you can investigate and find the Palicos that live in the jungle and kind of get a relationship with them over time, and that progresses separate.
That's
They
cool.
teach you stuff. I think they actually teach you how to ride them. I think.
Yeah, that's where it leads from. Also, when you initially do the first quest and introduce yourself to them, your Palico will get different equipment. So right now he has basically healing stuff.
Yeah.
Here in the jungle, once you get to know the trappers in the jungle, then he'll get a device that instead of healing, it has trapping type utilities.
That's like netting and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like a flash pods and paralyzed bombs and stuff that he can use to stun. A lot of people keep the healing though, especially early on.
That's what I did. Yeah.
But I think my favorite tool is later on in the game, and it's not. This one's quite good against, especially against flying monsters. But yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. But there's other tools that definitely are high value that are not just.
Yeah. No.
If you talk to the old Wyvern NPS to your Asteria's entrance, you can level up the tracking based off of how many you got. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's see. Flash fly. Oh, cool. So it's like a little flash thing in the world.
Yeah, that'll stun the monsters, especially the flying ones. You can flash it and they'll fall down from the ground. You get a little attack in there.
Raisin Core says that they kept the healing kitty all the way to endgame. Not like having to use a buttload of potions. How does the healing go up? Because I know my Palico keeps telling me that they're leveling
get
up.
Potions, and then you get mega potions, and mega potions are the ones that you really want to use.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes time to learn them and craft them.
Okay.
They do get strong. Like the healing Palico does get stronger over time. He gets access to a couple of different abilities. He even gets one you can kind of use on command. But once you learn the monster fights as well, you don't take as much damage.
Yeah.
So once you know the mechanics, then it's more beneficial to swap. It can be more beneficial, right? Like everyone plays the way they want to play, but
that's where like you see in kind of in standard MMO fashion, like Phantasy Star Online, for example, where it ends up being about like, we're not here to heal you. You have to dodge this stuff. What's up?
I mean, technically, you can trap monsters and capture them that way. There are some expeditions that require you to capture them alive.
Yeah.
Instead of kill them.
When you say expedition, I immediately jump into New World. Like, are we talking like dungeon?
No, it's like I mean, I guess technically, but it's like basically it's telling you, hey, do this thing in this amount of time in the open world, in a specific biome.
well, you're in one now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really. Like technically, an expedition is when you're not in a quest and you're just exploring.
Well, I guess a mission.
Technically, that's
say.
an expedition.
Yeah.
Whereas a quest is like usually a 45-minute thing, like you're in now, to complete.
I think it's like 50 minutes actually.
Thank you guys for the likes on the stream, by the way. And I got a question because Raisin Core says bounties with a question mark, and while I'm collecting things, it's telling me they have a point value.
Bounties are a different thing from the point value. There's kind of two currencies in the game. There's the currency of actual money or gil or whatever they call it, Zenny.
Yeah.
And then there's a separate currency that is like, I guess, research points. And the research points come from gathering, not like herbs and stuff, but like like the flowers, like the things that you'll see those, and the tracks as well. And that all is a separate currency that you can use to purchase. I think your Palico armor is purchased with that.
Okay.
As well as you can pay for it with your meals
Very
and other
cool.
things that you'll.
I know you can craft Palico armor.
Yeah, you craft it, but you don't pay with it with the money. You pay with it with the other stuff.
All right.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing here at the beach. 90 Renji says, this channel dead now, question mark, as Chris does not stream much anymore. I haven't seen Chris stream in months, but I wouldn't call it dead.
Oh, work the game.
Yeah, like,
Are you still losing subscribers?
oh, on the YouTube, yeah,
Okay.
which is
That's
exactly
weird.
what we've been expecting. So just like,
That's weird.
well, it's we do more podcasts and community discussion as opposed to like all the guides
actual
and things like that
dedicated
I was
videos,
making.
yeah.
Those are all on my
Yeah.
personal channel, so it's.
I mean, I haven't seen a work to game video pop up in a while.
I posted one a week or two ago, and so if you go
okay,
if you go
that's
check, yeah, maybe like the idea is like if we do make videos, like I'm my goal for 2024
Wait a minute,
is
have we reached that point? Hold on a second, I gotta see something.
I don't know what point.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm live here on Twitch, YouTube,
Whoa!
and
Yes, we have reached that point. Your Ginger Prime channel has more
yeah,
subscribers than work the game. I
Ginger
didn't
Prime
know
like crushed it this year.
last year.
I think across all my channels, I got almost like 38,000 subscribers last year. So
Wow.
an insane amount.
Obscene and insane amount.
There we go. That's how it is.
I understand what you mean. I do that too. I combine words.
Yeah. So I don't know when Chris will return to streaming. I know he talks to me about it, but when it comes down to it, like Chris is throughout the entire history of Work the Game has taken long sabbaticals, in the content, and it almost is a joke because people will find the content. That's why I was like, Chris, we have to kind of have our own personal channels because it's getting really confusing. Is that he would go away for a year and then he'd come back to the channel and start posting and people would be really confused as to who was making the video. And it's like, he's been here the whole time. So that ends up being, like I was like, okay, here's what we got to do. What do we want Work the Game to be? And so I know he wants to. Is that him? Follow the trail.
Pookie is like a chameleon.
The trail disappeared on you because you started those guys aggroed you. And
Oh,
so
okay. I
That's
gotcha.
what that red flies meant, was you entering combat. So you get away.
Understood.
Palumu, that's it. That's what I was thinking of. Palumu. That's a cute one. There's a lot of like chibi ones with the Paluma.
There we go. Yeah, for me, like, it feels weird that, like, I fight these guys, and it's like I don't, you know, I see, like, damage numbers going out, but I don't see, like, oh, you gained this much experience. It's like, oh, man. What's up, Barbosa? Also, again, if you guys are curious about any of the extra content, because we were just talking about, like, we got Work to Game, Ginger Prime, we got the podcast as well. And I got everything all set up in a link tree to hopefully make it easier, especially if you like, you know, listening to podcasts on Spotify versus, you know, Apple or something like that. So if you guys check the link for the Discord, it's all included. So I'm hoping that that helps just make it find the things that we're doing much easier. Oh, okay. Now I see the flies kind of guiding me. So hopefully, I think that means I've given it. Oh, it's a gray Gigrus. Is that what I'm hunting? I'm supposed to hunt a Puku Piki.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm hunting.
I think the trail was going past this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to, you know, stand and fight him as long as you don't run out of time overall. You should be fine though.
Yeah, I think I should be okay right now. This game's great, dude. It really helped learning different combos because it's like feel like my damage has gone way up.
Longsword's one of the few weapons I have no advice for.
Well, Yamrin had me covered here because he was.
Yeah.
I know very little. I used it briefly.
Oh.
But Switch Axe is. I mean, Switch Axe was my main, but I had to. The Odo Garen made me pick up Insect Glaive briefly.
My main opinion of Longsword.
Oh yeah, this defender gear is awesome.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's like it's basically end game for this. It's basically made for a preparatory gear into the Iceborne expansion.
Nice.
So it'll carry you clear through. You'll save a lot of farming.
Yeah.
You just want to progress through the content.
Yeah, I think that sounds good to me.
But I was gonna say my main, like the longsword, I think is a really strong and solid weapon. But when you get into a group with people, it has a bad reputation because it has such a long range and it hits everybody. It kind of messes them up.
Yeah.
Do you hit other players?
Like yeah, you can get hurt.
You knock them down. You don't do damage to them though.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, not damage, but it's like if they're in the middle of a combo, certain attacks will interrupt that combo. Yeah, so some people kind of don't like the longsword for that reason. But as a weapon itself on its own, it's really strong. It looks like a lot of fun.
They got very well balanced, I think.
I think that's one.
It's also extremely common.
Yeah, it's the most popular
Like
weapon.
they like I forget who it was. Was it Rurikon? Someone used to do like I went to not New World, freaking Monster Hunter World Information 4. They like basically showed the census of like what weapons were used, and it was always interesting. Like hunting horn obviously was the last, the bottom.
I just watched that recently. Something about it. Longsword is about 25% of all players use longsword.
Yeah,
I love stats, dude.
Longsword is the most common weapon they use.
And hunting horn is 1%. Sword and shield was 3%. Great sword is around 11%. There's several
great sword
weapons
looks
with
like that. I played with a little bit yesterday, and that's fun. It's a fun weapon.
Yeah, it's good. It also does one of the weapons that does the most amount of damage in general. It's also really good at breaking parts. That and the hammer are really good at breaking parts, if I recall correctly.
Hunting horn is underrepresented.
Yes, because it's a support weapon, but I've seen people like solo things in a matter of minutes with the hunting horn.
Oh yeah.
Like you can find them on on YouTube. Like there's some
Very
really good
strong
hunting horn
weapon.
players.
But it's got a really unique play style. Because every button you press cues
It's
up a buff.
effectively okay, Brian. You know Bard and FF14?
Yeah.
How you play songs?
Yeah.
Imagine that, except it's by note instead of just pushing a button.
Okay.
And it's basically like what is it, like a dozen songs or something? There's a lot of songs to know.
There's like 3 different button notes you can play on each hunting horn, and different hunting horns have different notes. And you can queue up songs by pressing the attacks that correspond to those notes. And then you can actually activate the buffs, whether it's one buff or multiple buffs, by doing a recital, which can also be used to do damage. It's complicated. It's probably too much to get into now. You're not running it, but very interesting weapon. I've been running the sword and shield myself, which I quite enjoy because it has a little bit of everything, and I can kind of pinpoint where I want to attack the monster a little bit.
Okay.
But it's got a short range, and I got to stay up real close to him. But sometimes that's a good thing. If it's a big monster, I can get under his legs and kind of be safe under there.
Give him a hug.
Give who a hug?
The monsters.
Nah, I'm good.
Spread
Every
the
weapon has
love.
5 or 6 songs, 3 notes. Wow. Okay, I found some old footprints. I'm hoping this is what I'm looking for. Toxic mucus.
There he is.
Let's go. All right. Track the monster. Level up. Pookie boogie. Okay, I like that. That's a fun mechanic. Because it feels like I'm progressing, and then at the same time, you know, it has like real application to finding where they are on the map. Yes. Give me those points. I see him. Yeah, he's got that screen.
The monsters are running away. Use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to them.
Oh, you can fly away too. I'm gonna go ahead and whetstone it up. Sweet. Latchberry is maxed out.
So there are certain things you can actually like put into your slingshot.
Mm-hmm.
And like certain berries and stuff, like you can put like you can put dung into your slingshot and shoot it at the
Good enough.
monster.
Okay.
Like if you want to just like run away.
I think I see him over here. Like on the mini map.
I think the Ancient Forest is not a good first map. It's a good map. It's not a good first map.
What would be a good first map?
The desert. Definitely the desert. Because it's just the Ancient Forest. Like I've seen veterans get lost.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and there's like 18 different levels, like a bunch of hidden passageways. It can be a bit difficult to get around.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a efficient, fast manner.
Well, it's all these different like layers on layers.
Exactly. So
There he is. All big and twisty. It makes me think of is it Kazam or whatever
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy 11, where you're just constantly like trying to find the right path. There you go, buddy.
This is between quick.
Poisoned, your health will gradually drop. Use an antidote as soon as possible.
I have antidotes? Yeah, okay.
You can run while drinking if you hold in the R1 button.
Oh, good to know.
So it's a little bit faster than just holding around like that.
What are you doing? Man, what a tongue. Oh, no, oh, now I'm poisoned again. Does it automatically wear off, or is it like you're poisoned, you're poisoned?
It will eventually. But like that health that is red, you'll lose.
Okay.
Like that health is gone technically, but like when it's red, but there's certain items later on that you can regenerate that health.
Understood. Oh, got me with his tail.
Chop it off, buddy.
I'm trying. I don't think I've got a sharp enough weapon yet.
I think it should be okay.
Yeah, you can definitely get a good job, but I would check in the workshop. I think the Jaggers probably gave you some stuff already.
Oh, dadgummit. I'm gonna sharpen my weapon 1 second. Oh, I didn't mean to ration. One second. Just helping out with the house stuff. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, yep, they left. Oh, now, hold on a second, guys. I gotta call my kids' school.
You're paralyzed. You'll
Oh,
have
no.
to wait for it to wear off. Not that you have a choice.
I got a Jonas fragment.
All right, cool. Parenthood did the deed stuff. All right, cool. Let's get back to the hunt. Pookie feathers. Cool, and those little flies seem to heal me, which is nice.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely was getting bullied there. It's like, oh no, I need to make a phone call. All right, we'll let my virtual character take the damage. We don't have this thing. All right, on the list. All right, 1 second, Julie's calling. Right. Okay, cool. She didn't see the text I sent her.
It's fun.
Oh. Yes, found you again. Round 3.
Fight!
Oh, a great Jigris joining the fight.
Yeah, the monsters will fight each other sometimes.
If you jump off that ledge and attack, most weapons have an area attack. And if you do like, damage while you're in the air, it's blocking damage, and you can ride the monster.
Oh.
And riding him is like you don't control him. You just
Yeah. You're
just
like
stay up there.
bucking Bronco.
Basically. Here's their
Oh, broken part. Oh, I got the tail.
harvest it. In order to get the tail piece, you have to carve it up.
Is it on the ground somewhere?
It's on the ground, yeah.
Actually,
No, he didn't get, oh no, he didn't get the tail, no.
the wing is what you broke. There
Okay.
goes the tail.
No, there goes the tail.
Oh, I see the tail now. Okay.
So it's on the ground, then you carve it up.
Okay, he's coming back. I thought he was on the run. He's like, is he running again? Get a mount attack. I'm gonna have to try that. See if he comes down. Come here, buddy. There we go. Assuming I'm going after the right monster. Hope so. It says Great Jagger, so I wonder if it's the other guy's the other way.
He's the one you're tracking. You should be right. He's up. He's right close to you there. You were right. Oh no, yeah. Follow the green if you want to find the
Yeah, the green is where I'm after.
spooky. Yep. And he's low health. You can see his icon is a skull. It's got a skull
Oh.
floating on it. That means he's weak, under I think 20% or something life. I'm not sure what the percentages are.
It's
His
10
tail's
to 20%.
still here. I harvested it, but I think he
Yeah,
went
it
this way.
doesn't disappear.
Okay.
If the tracking doesn't seem to be working right, maybe open and close your map again. It sometimes resets it.
Okay, so he's
So I'm
the
not sure
skull
if it's.
right here.
Oh, the Jagras is the low one. The Pookie's.
Oh yeah. Pookie is not.
But you could finish off the Jagras if he's low. But you are running out of time too. You're at-
Where does it show the time?
It's in the top left. There's a little clock, and once the blue line hits the red line, then you run out of time.
Okay.
You're about 30 minutes in right now, so you got about 15-20 minutes left.
20 minutes. The most hunts are 50 minutes,
Okay,
so
it's good to know.
I've never seen one over, but I have seen ones that are shorter, like half an hour to 15 minutes.
Okay. All right.
probably ought to sharpen before you engage again too.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you're orange.
All right. Sweet. I like how it automatically is like, all right, this is how you're going to navigate this terrain. Again, aggro. Oh, here's the gray jiggers.
McJaggers.
I tried to jump on him. I didn't know how that works. I've only done it once.
It depends a lot on the weapon you use too. I'm not familiar with the longsword. Sometimes you want to like jump off of a sheath and then use the attack to unsheath while you're in the air. Other times the weapon itself will. You don't have to do that. Depends on the weapon.
Alright, he's down. His buddy's gonna leave me alone. Nope. Woo! Rolling on a ledge and using right trigger. Okay, I'll try that. Alright, so now we just have one more monster to go.
You have 15 minutes.
Cool. I'll leave them then.
If you open your map and
Right here.
use the right thumbstick button to go like put your mouse cursor down on the Pookie Pookie, and then push the right thumb trigger in. Like the thumb, like R3 or whatever, you know, like depress the paddle,
Press the right stick.
Yeah.
the stick. Then you can set tracking that way.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Here we go. Speed run easy. Is what Resin says. Hope I'm pronouncing the name right.
Whoa. Okay.
What? What was the okay?
Oh, I did an attack and this guy was like immune. And he's glitched out.
Kind of like me getting stuck in that watchtower yesterday.
Not like that, but because he's still attacking me. I just can't kill him, which is fun.
Well, it's the big guns, the one-shot move.
What?
Pull out the big guns.
I
The
did.
one-shot move. The
I
one-shot
did.
move.
He doesn't take any damage. He's glitched. He doesn't take any damage.
Well, file a complaint to PA. You'll get an answer next year.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, what's up, Dottie Bear? I'm doing great. I'm having a great time. Learning me some Monster Hunter. See if we can find and kill this monster before time runs out. There he is. he going? What the hell? So how do I get to him if he's all the way up there?
He's moving to a new location. You'll have to track him again.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, clever girl.
Hey, little dude.
All right, you've been playing some Final Fantasy 14 like crazy since we chatted? Are you getting caught up on the story? Like, where are you in your... Because if you're playing like crazy, I'm assuming you're making awesome progress towards something. So what are you working on? Let's go! I'm poisoned. Get out of the poison.
Yeah, not only does Pookie have poison attacks, but those flowers that you were attacking right next to him.
Yeah.
Those drop poison.
Ooh, another part broken. Ten minutes left.
You start bouncing, it's a good indication to sharpen sometimes. Red and red
Yeah.
or orange, you bounce a lot.
Definitely.
You'll want to get a new weapon. I would check for one when you get back.
Sounds good, man.
Maybe it's a longsword thing. but
Aw,
it seems
thanks,
like-
Tubbs. Where'd he go?
Didn't Chad ever play with the lance? I never played with the lance. I played with the gun lance.
Okay, now's your chance. Hurry up before you get noticed again.
Well, gun lance wasn't my main. It was just something I wanted to use to prevent myself from dying.
All right. He's running again. Oh, is he?
Really, when it comes to
Limping.
I've used Lance a bit. Oh, that means he's got a skull basically. He's getting off. But when it comes to the weapons, like whoever asked about using Lance,
Someone in Dirt Road Remedy
Yeah.
in YouTube chat.
I've used all the weapons just about a little bit. Lance is unique and kind of tricky, but it's supposed to be one of the better defensive weapons.
It's like isn't it the quintessential tank? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of the tank weapon. A tank
weapon.
has the highest block potential of any weapon.
Yeah.
However, if you're trying to block and you're not doing well at it, then you can put yourself in some trouble. But often it has more to do with preparation and knowing the monsters and all those things as well. It's not just the weapon itself. Like your armor value makes a big difference.
Got him. Bada boom, baby.
quickly carve him.
You did it! Now the commander can send someone out to see if that slag will lead us to
Timer's
store
ticking down, and
magics.
I'm in this cutscene. There we go. Yeah. That was great. Thank you guys for your assistance. I can see how this can be an intimidating game.
Very, especially when you get to the harder monsters.
All right.
Yeah, this is a game I played with my son who was like 10 or something, and he was actually quite good in the fighting, but all the side stuff, upgrading, he liked the upgrading, of course, because who doesn't like getting awesome gear.
Yeah.
In terms of like managing the inventory, and a lot of that other stuff was too much for him, because that's a whole nother thing that you got to learn to really maximize everything. So
Makes sense. Makes
Maximizing
sense.
inventory for Brian.
Excuse me. That gum cough, man. I have had this cough all week. I've been trying to film videos, and it just like have all these coughing fits. I'm like, all right.
Sloppy.
But you have an editor, don't you?
Yeah. There's the video he's working on, and I'm like,
Give him a
it took
New Year
27
Christmas
minutes to
bonus
record.
and give him a New Year's or Christmas bonus and like get on that.
Voice changer to be Brian.
Well, what
for a
ends up
little
happening,
while.
I end up just getting annoyed because it's like my voice will fade. So it's doing much better today, but I'm like,
All right.
yeah, earlier this week, I was like, I'm just not gonna push it.
It's okay, dude. I got.
But I want to
what
have
was it?
52 like high quality video game essays this year. I think that's the goal.
52.
Yep.
High quality video game. Okay.
One a week.
All right. Go for it.
Listen up. All right, it's time to begin the Elder Dragon
What was I gonna
investigation.
say?
Make sure you know what you need to do.
So
Oh
now
yeah.
we need to
After
protect the scholars.
Thanksgiving, I got the
Let's
flu
regroup with
Oh
the
yeah,
world's
Julie had
finest.
that, and she was
for
out
like a
for like
couple days.
she was out for like a week and a half, dude. I was like pulling
So I
triple
was
duty.
only out for like 3 days because I got the flu shot. But at the same time, like I got a secondary infection, so I was out
That
another
sucks.
like 5 days because like my voice just like that's why Mike I wasn't on voice chat all those days
Yeah.
because I was trying to give I literally had like no voice for like a week.
All right, so I'm coming here to the forge. So let's look at the weapons
That
here.
reminds me.
It's an upgrade tree. It's like I call it a tech tree.
Forge equipment or
So-
upgrade equipment?
I do upgrade.
Upgrade to see
Iron
what,
katana.
Upgrade to see what you want to do, and then you may end up forging, but you
Yeah.
can look at the tree with the upgrade.
Like ore tree for the iron katana too.
that or the bone.
What's bone gonna get me?
Bone probably gives more damage, more raw damage.
Generally, bone weapons are lower sharpness but higher raw damage.
Yeah.
Where the ore tree is higher sharpness, less raw damage. Of course, the sharpness level also affects the damage, especially when you get up into higher level weapons.
Like the
Okay.
ore tree, the metal tree will have like white, maybe even
So
purple
for
sharpness.
the bone tree, it says I can't upgrade to this node.
Right,
Yeah, so you have to forge
I have to
for that
forge a
purple one.
bone
You have to-
tree
Yep.
sword.
Now you know that that's what
I
you
have an
want, so
ore
now you go
sword,
back
so
in.
I can upgrade this one regardless.
You
Right.
could, but
Do I
unless
need
you're gonna
iron
use
ore?
the ore.
Monster bone. I don't need the ore for the bone tree.
Right.
My
So you see
suggestion
how
is to get out.
Hold on a second. You see how for the go back to the
Go to
upgrade
forge.
tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Upgrade equipment.
And then do the bone.
Hold on a second. I just want to show you. So go. All right. You see how right next to on the ore tree, there's like a square that's green, and it's got
Yeah.
like up arrows going
arrows,
up.
yeah.
That means the upgrade is available,
Gotcha.
and you can immediately upgrade to that.
Cool.
Otherwise, if it's gray like the other ones, then you don't have the upgrade yet.
Yeah, so that says earth
So-
crystal. This says
Right.
Kaluaka hide.
And that
Yeah.
the blinking exclamation point is an indication that
It's
you've
new,
got
right?
a new piece of gear that now you can.
Oh, see, I got one, and I
go
just need one
towards that
more.
upgrade.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So
All right, all right.
But
So let me
in
see
my
about
opinion, I would do bone tree to start with. I would forge a new bone weapon. And then,
weapons, longsword, bone, defender katana. Okay, no. Bone shotel. Is that's the one?
yeah, bone shotel.
Yep. do it.
And so the defender, the katana is kind of like the guardian armor, where it's kind of expansion stuff.
Okay.
In my opinion, you know, you're already wearing the guardian armor, and that'll
Yeah.
like give you a lot of defense.
I want to
But
learn
if
the.
you were
I
to
want to
do-
learn the offense. I want to learn
Yeah,
the
and I
upgrade
think going
system.
through the progression is, at least on the weapons, is I think a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah.
All right. So now, iron
Now you go
katana.
back to upgrade.
Do I have to equip
you-
it?
No, but you gotta make sure you pick the right one.
Right. So you have the
So
you have the
just
bone
click
one.
ore tree, like find the bone katana, hit RB or the bumper to go to the end of the list.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, monster
And
bone.
you can't sort that by what do you have equipped and stuff. There's there's sorting options in there.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and I can upgrade it even further. So bone shuttle 3 versus. I guess those are gray, so I can't do them. Yeah, I don't have the materials. Can I always like retree, or do I have to just craft and make new?
I think
I
you can,
personally
you can
prefer
downgrade,
making new,
but
yeah, you can downgrade, but I generally make new. You might want
yeah.
one of each thing.
All right.
You know?
So this is. Just a few items that looks like I'm. Oh, and yeah. Okay, I
For the
see that
ones
I
that are-
can.
for the ones
I
that
can
are
downgrade.
question mark,
Mm-hmm.
You haven't fought that
Found.
monster
Or,
to
yeah.
get those pieces yet.
Okay, cool. All right. So this says E. Does that mean it's my equipped weapon now?
Yes.
All right. What do I need to forge any Palico equipment or?
That I don't know.
You can always take a look. Since you're using the guardian armor, you'll have a few extra mats to put into Palico stuff. It's kind of fun to make him look cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So this is like interesting attack. Snow set. Melee. Wow, that's a huge leap.
I'll be back.
Blunt
And you
ice.
can preview it with I don't know, the Y button, I think, on Xbox controller.
Wait. Thanks, Tubbs. Yeah, I upgrade the pet if I want to. Equip. Sweet. Helmet. Put a little snowman on. All right.
That's part of the Christmas event going on now.
Sweet.
You would have claimed those star tickets with the daily login thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like daily bonus. And then I was like, press it. Yes. Oh, and a snowsuit. Why not? Oh, cool. Thank you, Solomon. Yeah, I need to check out some. I need to go watch some Rory videos and get caught back up to speed. All right, cool. Blowgun. Anything else I need to worry about in this menu before we do another hunt?
I don't think so at all. No.
All right, got a
You got
better
the- that's
weapon.
another
I got a snowcat, and life's looking good. You can forge the Christmas transmog armor for your hunter with the tickets. Nice, very nice. All right,
Hey there, partner.
post a new quest. All right, the best kind of quest. I have these vouchers. Do I use them? I'm guessing.
I wouldn't yet.
You wouldn't. Okay.
You get 2 a day during the event. When you use it, you get like double the reward money. So I would do it when you're up to quests that give you a little bit more money.
Got it. Raisin says desert time.
Are you familiar with the item box there in town?
No.
You probably ought to. You should check that out. In my
Okay.
opinion, before you leave.
Okay,
It's
we'll do, we'll
pretty
do.
great.
All right, sweet. Okay. You said there.
They're all over the place. There's one right behind you to the left. Behind you.
Yeah. Manage
Sorry,
items.
There's a little bit of a stream delay. Yeah, right there. Manage items, and then yeah. So a lot of that stuff you don't need, like the ammo and that, and you can kind of pull stuff from your item box into your pouches, your inventory, basically.
LS pouch box. Oh, okay, 1 second. All right, so how do I just move it to the other one? Just all
So
of it?
what I would do is I would push the start button. Yes. And then there's like a so you can set a loadout.
Nice.
And then once you have that set, then you apply that loadout, and it just automatically gives you that stuff, and it moves everything else back into your box.
Oh, that's
so that's
good
an
to
easy
know.
way to do it.
Okay, so maybe just like say use this loadout and move everything off, or
Yeah, like that's like a fine loadout for the place you're at in the game, you know.
cool. Okay, so that gets me there, and then store all this in the box.
Yeah, and then and it's already done. And then if you wanted to grab something else out of the box, now you could just grab piecemeal the things you wanted.
Well, that's handy. Rather than moving it all one at a time.
Yeah. Also, R1 will move the stack without having to bring up that menu.
Okay. So like if I want to, oh, okay. So I can just, okay, and I cannot carry up to 10. Okay. Guess.
Yeah.
I don't really probably need all of those because they give me some on the missions, right?
Yeah. Well, they give you different ones, but yeah, they do give you some potions.
Cool.
And then the mega potions are the bigger ones, and they have the little star by them.
Okay.
And whenever you're out and you have regular potions, if you pick up honey, it automatically crafts mega potions because
Okay.
plant herbs plus honey is how you craft a mega potion.
Nice.
So
All right, we're gonna jump in. Thank you. Good tips. Good tips. Use quest vouchers if you need more materials from monsters. Makes sense. So when I'm more or less like farming, that's when you want the vouchers as opposed to just normal playing through the story. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm in a desert.
also you do get like so many quest vouchers a day. So what I do is I'll find the highest gold reward quest I can do.
Yeah.
Just so I don't max out my quest vouchers. And then
Okay,
I'll
so
save them
they
for when I want
don't
them
they don't
first.
stack to perpetuity.
No, they
Got
suck.
it.
Okay.
It's the 5.
Got it.
Got it?
So this is what you're saying, Yemrin, is a better, like would have been a better starting.
We've waited this long to get our hands on the evidence we need. Don't get us killed now, Hunter.
Defend the
I hardly slept a
researchers.
wink last night. I'm so excited to go out and see this new piece of evidence.
The slag was found in the desert area of the Wildspire. Guide us there safely, partner.
Herb.
I'd keep an eye out for that plant in particular. Of all of them, that's your healing potion plant. So
Yeah.
One thing's
This
for
would be
sure,
like for
the environment
ammo
here is
or
completely
gunpowder,
different from the ancient forest.
Yes. The
Well, yeah,
wildfire
thanks, Tubbs. And that's loadouts are such a nice thing because it's like I can try. It makes me more willing to try out different things if I can always be like, okay, I didn't like that. Let me go back to what I was using, and not have to like spend all day doing the work.
There's also loadout systems for like entire gear sets and everything that you can save. So you could have a loadout for your great sword
Hey, look,
and a
a
loadout for
waterfall.
a long sword. You could even have like different dual wield loadouts for every single element
Yeah.
that gives you all the
Oh,
buffs and
great.
everything
We get
from
to go uphill
each.
now.
Because it's like a lot of times though, like there'll be a lot of later in the game you'll have your sword might do water damage, and so you'll want armor that also increases your water damage.
Yeah. How many stones? Oh, and loadouts for armors. Yay! I love these guys. They've done such a good job.
Look at that insect. Is that some type of beetle?
The wildlife here
What's the
are
difference
quite
between Worlds and
resilient
Rise?
creatures. They evidently
Rise came out later, and it's a
excellent in
Switch
dry
game. And
Plants have learned to
the
survive.
play style
The fruit
is a
scattered
lot
throughout the
more
area has a hard
straightforward.
shell
Like
that
there's no
helps
monster
retain
tracking
moisture.
the monsters just right on the map.
Okay.
Playstyle is faster paced, and they've added some new mechanics to add a lot more like verticality and jumping around. both in combat and throughout the map.
Okay.
The monsters there's some different monsters in there. The weapons I think are all the same weapons, but it just has a much different feel, more of like an arcadey feel almost.
Okay.
Some people prefer it, but this has a more grounded feel.
Gotcha.
I personally, I would play this one through, and then Rise is maybe something kind of more fast-paced and arcadey to kind of get you through to
That's where
the
we'll
next.
find what we came for.
Is Wilds going to be more akin to what World is?
Have a ways to go.
Probably,
Well,
Okay.
on we go.
but it'll probably take some of the things that people liked, not directly, but it'll
Actually,
probably add.
downhill might be
I'm
worse.
guessing it'll have more
So
verticality
heavy.
based on the trailer.
Yeah.
Had that mount, and it had some gliding in that.
1 second, my wife's
And,
calling. My wife will need my help here in a few minutes, so we might have to wrap up.
Did you hear that?
Ooh, honey.
Everyone, be careful. Mind checking it out for us there,
Oh,
partner?
yeah, so that upgrades a potion to a mega potion. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's also used for other things. You can never have too much honey. Never ever.
No, dear me,
Whoa.
Rathian.
Cool, Rathlos. Right.
A Rathian.
Or, in this case, Rathian.
You know what this means, my friends. In times like these, it is important to stay focused and run for your life.
Go, go, go. Just move on through. You might be able to use your slinger to create some kind of noise and distract them.
Ow! Run!
This guy is not directly required for the quest if you're shorter on time. Even though this is like a thing, you know, like you always want to fight the Wrath. But if
Yeah.
you're shorter on time, you might want to continue on to see if you can try to finish the quest.
So I need to... Okay. Oh, no. Get up. Cool. Alright, yeah, because it's like... That way I can come back and fight him later. Alright, so Wilds is going to be like World.
That was horrifyingly close.
Hell hath no fury like a Rathian scorn. Well, like any Rathian, actually.
But she could provide the Commission with valuable data. Hunter, I couldn't trouble you for a sample, could I?
As I'm playing through World again, you know, I haven't done it for a while, but I am really looking forward. I mean, I'm having a blast in World, but I'm also looking forward to doing Rise afterwards for sure. I feel like
Since you've played through it, what brings you back? Like, so they have the Return to World campaign. Like, what about it is like has you going like, hell yeah, let's go?
well, so I played through it multiple times
Grow to such an enormous
on multiple different weapons. I think the first one I did was a hammer. I played through it with the hunting horn, which was interesting. It was kind of a struggle sometimes. Not that it's a bad weapon. I played through it with the great sword, and this time I'm trying to sword and shield. So that's one thing. It's a whole different game with the different weapons, you know, like learning how the intricacies. Also, I personally never finished the Iceborne expansion,
Okay.
so
Yeah, that I don't own the Iceborne expansion. I just bought the base game, and so we'll see here if I get to that part where it's like, all right, then we'll pick that up.
Danger to us too. We have to be careful.
well, Iceborne didn't come out for like over a year before. After the base game, there's plenty of content here. You don't have to be in any kind of rush
Right.
to get through it.
Definitely not. And the way that I end up playing games, it takes me plenty of time.
The evidence is within sight. You've done a fine job, Hunter.
see what kind of present Zora Magdaros has left for us.
There's a rock.
Keep pushing.
So Solemn says I'm a big progression-oriented kind of guy, and this game scratches that itch. I can see that. From progressing weapons, armor, and palicos, and your own skills with the weapons. And thank you guys for the 16 likes over here on YouTube. What gives? A Baroth!
Jumping jaggies! It's a bear-off!
Or a Baroth.
Follow me. Come on.
Do I have to fight this guy for the quest, or is it?
The scholars are still in danger. You have to take down that barrel. Don't worry. I'll keep the scholars out
He
of
is
harm's way.
stony.
I think you fighting that raft you went down.
Oh, thank
You've
you.
been hit
a
with
little
water
bit.
blight. That's gonna put a damper on your stamina recovery.
Yeah, it helps. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? How do I get out of this?
Just enjoy the ride. I guess.
I made it. I made it. What the hell's this?
Look at the horns on that thing. You better hope your armor holds up or you're gonna get torn.
I need to fight him too? Oh, I need to hunt the Baroth.
Yeah.
Okay. Darn it. It's... Yeah. All right, guys. Unfortunately, the hunting of Baroth and more is going to have to wait. I'm going to go help Julie out with a few things. And thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are part of the VOD and you made it here, sound off with VOD Squad in the comments. That way I know, and I can thank you guys so much for that support. But outside of that, guys, we'll be back tomorrow because, oh, it looks like Baroth is back. We'll be back tomorrow. Going to be playing some New World. Going to also go into the Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest for Tokyo event tomorrow night. So if you guys are interested in hanging out, hopefully you join for that as well. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'll see you soon.